Hey there, CrossFit JV and Varsity. Good to see you. Sorry I'm posting this video a day late, but we have one more workout for this week. Today we are going to look at doing some hang cleans. So we're going to spend some time going over form with your hang cleans. And we're going to go over them two different ways. When we're at CrossFit Kids and when you're able to come to the box, we're able to use a barbell for these hang cleans. So we're going to go over what a form would be like with a barbell, and you can do your hang cleans today with something like a broomstick or a PVC pipe, something that's long like a barbell. I realize, well, pretty much everybody should have a broomstick or a broom at home that you can do these with, but I realize not everybody does have one or something like that to do. So we'll also go over hang cleans with something like dumbbells. Some folks have dumbbells at home. Also, if you don't have dumbbells and you don't have a broomstick and you want to try to use something like soup cans, that's a possibility, or water bottles, something like that. You're welcome to try those as well. For our workout today, we are going to run a little bit. We're going to do some hang cleans, so that's what we're going to go over, that skill, and do them in our workout today, and then some V-ups. We're going to do 5 rounds of that. And then we're going to practice for our challenge today a good old frisbee throw. So pick a spot. It's gorgeous out today. It's Friday while I'm recording this video. It's beautiful and sunny outside. So take some time, go outside. That's partially why we want to do a run today. We'll talk a little bit more about that momentarily. All right. Now, going back up to our warm-up. For our warm-up, we're going to set the clock for 5 minutes, but I want you to set up 2 stations. Now, how I did that here is that I just use, you can see, so I point to it, that cone over there, and then I've got a cone over there, so they're separated. Now, at your house, you can set up your stations further away than that, but the reason why I set them up that close together is because I wanted to be able to kind of keep it within the camera angle. But I would prefer for you at home, if you've got a bigger space, especially if you're outside in the yard or something like that, is to set the cones up further away so that you have an opportunity to do a little bit more running in between stations. So at one cone or at one station, you're going to do 5 up downs. Now an up down is basically a burpee without the push up and without the jump. So you're going to come down, jump out, back in, and up. Down, out, in, and up. You're going to do 5 of those at the first station, so over here. So I did my up downs over here, and then I'm going to bear crawl to the next station. So I'm going to crawl over here to my next station, and then I'm going to do 10 jumping jacks. So at the station, 10 jumping jacks. Now, for your jumping jacks, I want you to make sure that you go through full range of motion. That means that I want you to jump out, hands at the top. I know when you're here at CrossFit, I would say I like to hear your hands clap. So here, up. I don't like to see this stuff, all right? Now, after you do your 10 jumping jacks, you're gonna bear crawl back to the other station. Back over here. Once you get to this station, you're gonna give me 5 up downs. Just like that. Once you've got 5 up downs, bear crawl to the next station. To the other station, do your 10 jumping jacks. Now, like I said, what I want you to do is set your timer for 5 minutes, and I just want you to go back and forth for 5 minutes. Now, this is not your workout of the day, this is just a warm-up. So do it at a warm-up pace. Don't try to fly through it and sprint. Just get your heart rate up a little bit, get yourself warm, get your body moving, and then we can move on to the hang cleans. Now, just as a reminder, for the rest of your workout today, you're either going to need a broomstick. If you have a barbell, great, to get your barbell, or dumbbells, water bottles, soup cans, that sort of thing, and a frisbee or some sort of disc that we can throw. All right, so go grab your items and meet me back here. Okay, so we're gonna go over hang cleans, and I'm gonna do it first with the broomstick or the PVC pipe. Now, if you do have a barbell, it would be a good idea to get a broomstick to go over the practice of form with me with something that doesn't have any weight. And then once you get to the workout, or even when you're practicing after I go over the technique part, you can pick up your barbell and do it with a barbell, all right? What you wanna do though, is hold your barbell or your PVC pipe or broomstick about a thumb's distance away from your hips. So I don't know if you can see my thumbs, but I always kind of wiggle them out to the side to make sure my hands are at least that far apart. Sometimes you can go just a smidge wider than that. Now, the other thing to get used to is something we call a hook grip, which means that you put your thumb down first. So thumb down first, and then 2 fingers on top. That locks that barbell in. Both hands, thumb down first, 2 fingers on top. Just like that. Now, to begin, we're gonna break this up step by step, but let me show you what a hang clean looks like. Okay? So, step by step, let's go over how it's supposed to look. All right, so we're gonna do a dip, what we call a dip drive. So dip and then drive through legs, like that. Keep the shoulders kind of relaxed, but don't let them fall forward. Keep your chest out. Dip drive. Okay. Once you do that, you do a nice dip drive. So notice your shoulders are kind of automatically elevating without having to do an actual shrug. But we're going to add a shrug this time. So dip drive and shrug. It looks like this. Okay. Like this. The idea is to keep that barbell nice and close. We don't want to bounce that barbell off our legs to go out this way. Once we get that nice dip, drive, and shrug, like this, we're going to add elbows high and outside. Looks like this. Nice and fast. Again, from the side. Again, notice the barbell stays nice and close. We don't swing it out this way. Here. Now, once you've done this, dip, drive, shrug, elbows high and outside, you're going to do what we call quick elbows underneath the bar. Just like this. So you get in this position, here. So what I'm going to ask you to do is put your barbell in this position, or your PVC pipe, or your broomstick, and then when I say go, quick elbows. From here, ready, go. Good. From here, ready, go. Good. One more time. Ready, go. Wonderful. Now, we're going to put that whole thing together. So, dip, drive, shrug, dip, drive, shrug, high elbows, high elbows, and then quick arms underneath. All right? Looks like this. Now, as you pull here, catch in a partial squat. Just like that. Good. Try again. Good. Now, that is the hang clean. If you don't have something like this to do it with, but you do have something like this, the difference is you're going to hold them to the side like this. Dip, drive, shrug, catch. Same thing. So dip, drive, shrug, catch. Good. Now, for practice, what I would like for you to do is just do a few sets of 5. Try like 3 sets of 5 using whichever implement you're going to use just to get your form practice, and then we'll get busy doing our workout of the day. Okay. All right, so pause the video if you haven't done so already and do your practice sets. And then come back. Okay. Now, going on to our workout of the day. We've got 5 rounds. Now, for this workout, I said run, and I said pick a distance. So, ideally, your distance could be something along the round of 100 meters. So 100 meters is like 300 and some feet. Some of you have a space like that you can run in, some of you don't. Some of you have maybe half that space, that's fine. Maybe run it twice, go back and forth twice. At my house, sometimes I'll run the length of my driveway and back, or the width of my yard. But something along those lines. But you pick whatever distance that you feel like you're able to do in your space. Now, if for some reason you don't have any place outside, or let's say the day you're doing this video, it's raining. Well, that's okay. You can stay inside, give yourself a target, and do something we call toe taps. So for me right now, I'm gonna use this dumbbell. I'm gonna set it up here. And basically what I'm gonna do, you could use a ball. Those of you who play soccer, sometimes you do this kind of a toe tap thing anyway, where you tap the top of the ball. But I'm gonna tap like this. Just like that. Now, what you would do is just watch the clock and do that for about a good 30 seconds before you move on to the other 2 things. All right, so your options are pick a distance outside. If it's pretty out and your parents are okay with it, go outside, it's gorgeous. Get some good fresh air. 2, if you don't have a space outside, or it's raining when you're doing this video or something along those lines, grab something like a ball, a plate, a pillow, a dumbbell, anything that'll stay steady, and you can toe tap for about 30 seconds to whatever it is that you've chosen, all right? So remember, run or toe tap like this, okay? Now, the next thing on the list, after you run, you come back in, 5 hang cleans, whatever it is that you're choosing to use, just like we were practicing. Your broomstick, PVC pipe, dumbbells, soup cans, whatever it is you're using for your cleans, go ahead and grab that. That's what you're gonna use. You're gonna do 5 of them. Then, you're gonna do 5 V-ups. So let me show you the V-up. So I got myself a little mat here, just because the floor is kind of hard. Ideally, when you do a V-up, you would bring your hands to your toes, go like that, hands to toes. Just like that. Now, if that's too much of a challenge for you, no big deal. Bend your knees, bring your knees to your chest, and reach forward like this. Okay? 5 of those. So, and that's it for your workout. You're gonna go 5 rounds of running whichever distance you've chosen, 5 hang cleans, and 5 V-ups. Do that 5 times and see how quickly you can do it. This time I want you to push yourself a little bit. See if you can do it pretty fast. Depending on how long distances you run, you could probably get this done fairly quickly. So push yourself on this one a little bit, okay? So I'll hold this up here so you can pause the video and get it done. All right, for your challenge today, get your trusty Frisbee, especially if you're outside, and pick a target and practice throwing your Frisbee to a target. So remember, Frisbee throw using your wrist to throw. So pick a spot, see if I can turn this a little bit. I've got some big green squares over here we were using for space. So think about throwing your Frisbee and trying to get it in that space. Now, the bigger your target, obviously, the easier it gets. So start with a larger target, like a big square or a big circle, or take a jump rope and make a circle in the yard or in the driveway and see if you can throw into that. Make it harder for yourself though. So as it gets easy, as you're able to get it in there fairly consistently, then either make your target smaller or go further away from your target. And practice. Works on hand-eye coordination and so forth. So, use your Frisbee. I still haven't seen any videos. I'm going to challenge you to make some videos and put them on our Facebook page. And practice your Frisbee target throw. All right? Now, as always, you guys can contact me, have your parents contact me if you have any questions, concerns. We may be able to open up some like personal training opportunities, maybe not here at the gym, but maybe at the park or somewhere like that if you have some interest in getting ready for, I don't know if any of you are going to be able to play baseball this summer, doing baseball, soccer, that kind of thing. If you want to get some conditioning in, just have your parents contact me and we'll figure out what we can do, where we can do it. If we can find a place outside, we can really get something accomplished. So just let me know. Contact me through the Facebook page or through my email or phone. No big deal. All right, guys, I hope you're having a great time at home. And this weather, like I said, is going to be gorgeous, so take advantage of it. Get outside and get some fresh air. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you next time.